Have you ever felt lost in life, confused about your purpose, unsure what is right and wrong? If yes, then The Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri is a book that speaks directly to you. This is not just a poem about the afterlife, but it is also a powerful journey of the human soul from darkness to light, from confusion to truth. Let's explore this masterpiece in a simple and engaging way. The story begins with Dante himself. He finds himself lost in a dark forest. This dark wood is not just a place, but it is a symbol. It represents a moment in life when a person feels lost, sinful, and directionless. Just like many of us experience at some point, at this moment Dante meets a guide, Virgil, a great Roman poet. Virgil represents human reason and wisdom. He tells Dante that the only way forward is to go through three realms: hell, purgatory, and heaven. And so the journey begins. First, Dante enters hell, also called Inferno. Hell is not chaotic, it is highly structured. It has 9 circles, and each circle punishes a specific type of sin. The deeper Dante goes, the more serious the sins become. What is interesting is how the punishments are designed. Each punishment reflects the sin itself. For example, people who were controlled by desire in life are now blown endlessly by violent winds. This shows how they were already unstable in their lives. This idea is called poetic justice. Through hell, Dante learns a powerful lesson: actions have consequences. Even if justice is not always visible in this world, it exists in a perfect form beyond it. But hell also shows something else. The people there don't regret their sins, they refuse to change, and that is why they remain trapped forever. After witnessing the horrors of hell, Dante moves to the second stage, purgatory. Purgatory is completely different. Here, the souls are not hopeless, they are suffering, yes, but willingly. Why? Because they want to improve, they want to purify themselves. Each level of purgatory removes a specific sin like pride, envy, or anger. The souls climb upward slowly, becoming lighter and freer. This part of the journey teaches an important lesson. No matter how many mistakes a person has made, they can still change. Repentance is powerful. Growth is possible. And suffering, when accepted, can lead to transformation. At the top of purgatory, Dante reaches a turning point. Virgil, who has guided him so far, can go no further. Why? Because reason alone has limits. Now a new guide appears, and that is Beatrice. She represents divine love, faith, and spiritual truth. With Beatrice, Dante enters heaven or paradiso. Heaven is described as a place of light, harmony, and perfect peace. Unlike hell, where everything is dark and heavy, heaven is full of brightness and joy. Here, Dante meets souls who live righteous lives. They are not suffering, because they are fulfilled. But heaven is not just a reward, it is a state of understanding. Dante begins to see the deeper truth of existence. He understands the nature of God, love, and the universe. At the end of the journey, Dante experiences a vision of divine reality, something so pure and powerful that words can't fully describe it. Now, let's talk about the deeper ideas behind this journey. The first major idea is the journey of the soul. Dante's path from the dark forest to heaven represents the path of every human being. We all begin with confusion, we make mistakes, we struggle, but through learning, discipline, and faith, we can grow and move toward a higher purpose. The second idea is justice and moral order. Dante shows that the universe is not random. There is a system of right and wrong. Each action has a consequence. Even if injustice exists in the world, true justice exists at a higher level. The third idea is the balance between reason and faith. Virgil represents reason. He helps Dante understand sin and morality. But reason alone can't reach ultimate truth. That is why Beatrice, representing faith and divine love, is needed. Together they show that both logic and spirituality are essential in life. The fourth idea is sin, repentance, and redemption. Hell shows the result of refusing to change, and purgatory shows the power of trying to change, and heaven shows the reward of transformation. This gives a message of hope. No matter how lost a person is, there is always a path forward. The fifth idea is social and political criticism. Dante includes real people in his poem: politicians, leaders, even religious figures. Some are placed in hell because of corruption and injustice. This reflects Dante's own life. He was exiled from his city due to political conflict. Through this, he sends a strong message: power without morality leads to destruction. Now, a few words about Dante himself. He was not just a poet, he was a thinker, a philosopher, and a man deeply affected by his society. His exile gave him pain, but also gave him a powerful voice. He chose to write in Italian instead of Latin, making his work accessible to ordinary people. Because of this, he is often called the father of the Italian language. So, why is the Divine Comedy still important today? Because it speaks to universal human experiences, it teaches us about right and wrong, and it also shows us the consequences of our choices. It reminds us that growth is always possible. And most importantly, it gives hope that even in our darkest moments, we can find a path toward light. In simple words, this poem is not just about the afterlife, but it is also about life itself. It is about falling, learning, rising, and finally understanding. So if you enjoyed this explanation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful book summaries in simple words. Thank you very much.